Hey, this is DJ Strick, and I want to welcome you guys to the stream show. If you can see, I have Alec here again with me, and I don't know who the other guest is. Let me go the right way.
Somebody just snuck in. That's what I'm going to
Kurt
say.
Just came to hang out with us today, and I'm excited about it. We've been texting back and forth, trying to figure out when we're going to do this show. So why not do it today when we're talking about Cyber Monday deals? So
why not?
I hope you have some Cyber Monday deals you can kind of add to the conversation today. I got a whole list, so we're going to see if we can make this all work. That being said, how are you doing, Kirk?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm like DJ said, man, I literally just snuck in. I went on YouTube to do something else, and I saw the announcement for the live, and I was like, I'm at work. I just built out this mobile cart for this very purpose. So I'm like, let me put it through its paces, man. And went ahead and clicked the link. And sure enough, Strick is a creature of habit. So the same link worked.
Same link.
So I was able to sneak in, but I'm doing well, man. I hope everybody else is doing well. I know, we're just coming off of Thanksgiving, and I'm super grateful. I said this to Katie recently. I'm just so grateful for the Ecamm fam, Ecamm community, and all that it has meant and has been in my life. It has really been a game changer. I said that to somebody in one of the comments in the community last week. Just, Ecamm has absolutely changed my life. And so
our lives.
Okay.
Me too. Absolutely.
So I'm just in this season of being grateful. That's one of the things that I had to put on the list. I am grateful for not only Ecamm, but the best feature of Ecamm, which is the community, the Ecamm fam. It has been absolutely amazing. So shout out to everybody that's out there. I see several people are chiming in already. You know what it is. It's Sunday. It's time for the stream show. And let me shut up and let the experts do their thing.
Alec, how about you, sir, man? It's great to have you again this week. We did Black Friday last week. Now we're doing Cyber Monday. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Yeah, great to be back, and a pleasure to get to see Kirk as well. What an unexpected and delightful surprise as well. But I've just got to reiterate what Kirk said as well. I mean, I said it last week, I think, as well, but Ecamm has definitely changed my life in so many ways, and it's the software, but it's the community and the support and everything. It's Thank you very much to everybody.
I know, right? To everybody that's involved and everybody that's here. I definitely appreciate over the time of doing the stream show, the audience, the people that come to be a part. I see Billy there hanging out with us today. Big shouts out to you.
Hey, Billy.
Chris, I see you. Let me do this. I got to get to the point. I want to see if I can throw some comments up here. See if I still have everything together. And I do. Kirk, I'm going to add you in really quick.
Bro, you're good. You're good.
And
I would say just put your comments up, man. It's all good.
There you go. Okay, we'll do that. Listen. Yeah, don't shop till you drop, brother. Shop with a great budget. But I get it, man. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Alec, this time of year, people really do kind of get into a space to where, they can really spend it all. What's the best way to kind of figure it out that we don't shop till we drop?
I think just being a little bit intentional about, exactly what is going to add value, making sure that anything you are buying is not just, getting on the suffering from the gear acquisition syndrome.
There we go.
But yeah, thinking intentionally about what's going to really add value and help you deliver your value when it comes to tech, and all the Ecamm sort of side of things, and make sure that it is something that's necessary. Unless you just like geeking out over gadgets. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that either. If it's I'm all for that as well.
I'm for that as well.
There are ways to be able to, like, I see Billy is in the chat, right? Deal Billy's in the chat. There are ways to be able to, monetize your activity to where the gadgets that you're purchasing become a business expense, or they become part of a project, right? So necessary equipment for a project that you will, claim after the project is complete,
Mhm.
or even better, they become they actually get sent to you for demo purposes, for testing purposes, and then you're able to claim those projects for yourself. I mean, those equipment for yourself. So there's a lot of ways, and I want to say this to there's some several comments in the community about gas and different things. I just want to say, man, listen, don't follow what you see people doing, because so many of us are receiving equipment for
Right.
for content.
Yes,
for
say
content.
that.
And so I know for me, if you're following me, you're going to be in trouble, because I'm not paying for this. I'm really not. I'm not paying for this equipment, y'all.
Right.
It's coming in from different places and client projects. I'll say, hey, I need this for this project. Can I add that to? Yeah. How much is it? 400. Add it to the bottom line. The client doesn't care because they need that end product, but I get the equipment when it's all said and done. So like right now, I'm actually a Strick. This is the Rodecaster video. This is output from the Rodecaster video that you're seeing right now.
That's pretty cool.
And again, it's because this particular client had a need, and that gadget met that particular need. So now I get a chance to play with it. Is it in my own arsenal of equipment? No, but I can come into the office and make some content and record some stuff on it. So again, you have many different ways of acquiring gear, that it doesn't necessarily have to fall into the syndrome, right? It's still gear acquisition, but it isn't coming out of your pocket. So I just wanted to throw that out there as well. There you go.
Hey, that's a great point. And a lot of us do have content creation businesses, and buying this stuff is not just because we want it, but it could easily be a part of the business. And you can always check out what Billy's doing, because he'll show you how to do it, because they're sending products to him. Sending stuff to him. Joe, man, thank you for hanging out with us today. Definitely appreciate you being a part of it. And there he is. Chris, hey guys, give us the goods, man. We hope we got the goods for you today.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ms. Thomas, how are you doing? KCMO. What do you think that is, fellas? What do you think that is?
I saw the comment earlier, and I was trying to put it together. And I'd like to come up with Kokomo. I know that that's probably not what it is, but it's just, my brain immediately went to Kokomo.
Or Kansas
Bermuda,
City?
Bahamas.
I'm not really sure.
Kansas City, Missouri, KCMO, maybe. Actually, maybe you're right. There you go.
So we got to say hello to Jocelyn.
Jocelyn.
Go back to you. Thank you.
Hey.
So she talks about being a great fan of the show, but this is the very first comment, Kirk.
What?
This is her first comment, yeah, but she's a fan of the show. So, hey, thank you for being here today.
You were right, Strick. Trudy just responded. You were right.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Nice.
Every now and again, that'll come around. Limited season's only 1 to 2 things you don't already know how to use well already. Okay, well, let's do that's his limit. I like that one.
But it's a good limit, because what it requires you to do is actually leverage, actually fully take advantage of all the functions and features of what you currently have. And I think that is that is something that many people don't talk about. On this cart right here, I actually have the Rodecaster Pro 1. And it was, we repurposed it because we had it in a different scenario, and now it's on this cart. It is overkill because we have the Rodecaster video, but then is it overkill? I don't know.
Listen.
Because, you
Kirk,
can plug one into the other.
Everybody, I absolutely love my Rodecaster 1.
Yep.
Rodecaster Pro 1. I absolutely love it. Now, I do have a need for clients to put it in my new studio.
Right.
But I'm going with the Rodecaster Pro 2 only because of the amps. Now, when I use my SN7B, guess what? I project my voice even in the studio. I don't need the extra boost, but maybe I'll have a client come by that doesn't project well, and I would need those extra amps from that Rodecaster Pro 2, and that was the decision made, done, take the new one, and because all of it has a use case. If it was me, I like the first one.
Absolutely.
But the second one has a lot of new features, and it does have those preamps that were a little bit more powerful. So there you go. You got me. And
then if you have the Rodecaster, if you have the Rode Wireless Pro or the Rode Wireless Go, those kind of, they sync up with the Rodecaster Pro 2. So there's some use cases to be made there. But again, only if you actually have a need for it. I actually do have scenarios where I have 6 people and I need to mic all 6. So, you know, it's a matter of what you're really trying to achieve. But here's one thing I'll tell you is if you want to get more gear, start taking on, you know, random client projects. It doesn't mean that you're going into business to do this thing full time, but the client projects, I mean, literally you could say, hey, I will shoot your video. Because if you're in the Ecamm fam, you already have enough video chops to be able to do to edit. I mean, even forget it about editing. You can just set up the scene so that they can just record it live to drive. But if you set up a client project and just say to them that my price is going to be this piece of gear, period. I mean, that's another way to really kind of set it up so that you can get access to the gear, but you're not necessarily having to come out of pocket for it. So hopefully that makes sense, y'all. Trying to give you some stuff even in the outset that's going to be useful for you as you enter this season. A lot of stuff on sale out there.
It's a lot of stuff on sale. So late to Turkey Day. No worries. Thank you for hanging out with us today. There she goes. Brandy Joe. Thank you for being here with us.
Brandy Joe, it was so dope to meet you in person. So it's even more dope to see you on in the comment section. So this is awesome.
Hey, nothing worse than buying gear that needs to sit because you don't know how to use it or slow. So we keep using the old stuff, and that's where the Rodecaster Pro 2, our Rodecaster Pro has got me. I'm using the old stuff, even though I have the new stuff on the shelf, and that can really, really happen. It is, Alec, and if I'm saying this right, there's a little bit more of a setup to that Rodecaster Pro 2, right?
Yeah, definitely, and it's got some more advanced audio routing features and things like that. Or routing. So there's issues there with a little bit of an extra knowledge barrier to get through, but it's all learnable, and it has got a lot more capabilities in many respects. So for what I'm doing, I actually prefer the Rodecaster Pro 2 just because of what it allows me to do with some of that advanced audio routing. But again, that just comes down to, do you have a need for it, and not needing to just upgrade for the sake of it, but if there is some need there again.
I have to figure it out. Because I know there's something there that I'm going to get out of it. I just don't know what it is yet. And I also have to...
Go ahead.
I have to also give myself time before the project to learn and set the board up. That's the other thing, because I will wait to the last minute. I have a client in the studio and I'm setting up. I just do not want to do that again. That has happened before.
I'll tell you another thing which has just come out of beta today on the Rodecaster Pro 2 and Rodecaster Duo is virtual devices. So it's been in beta for a while, but that it sits on your computer, and you can basically assign now virtual devices from your computer onto individual faders. So let's say you want to have control over your Google Chrome output on one fader, and you want to have some other, like Spotify, on another fader. You can now assign those onto the Rodecaster from your computer, and then route them back into the computer into Ecamm, for example. So there's things like that are being added in, and with the processing power that it has on board, it's got some sort of future expandability capabilities or potential, I should say, that's not there on the one. But still, as I say, the one's still great if that's all you're doing with it.
Listen, you just touched right on what Chris Stone was asking. He actually put a question in the chat to Alec, and you touched on exactly what he was talking about. It's virtual devices on the RCP. But his secondary question in that was, are you doing any courses / videos on it?
So I will be updating. I've got a whole Rodecaster Pro 2 masterclass, which guess what, is 40% off for Black Friday.
Come on!
I will be updating that with all of the like the latest updates. So and it's called the Rodecaster Pro 2 masterclass, but it's also the Rodecaster Duo as well, because they're essentially the same, just fewer inputs. So
there you go. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, Rodecaster Duo is a really good device as well. Just depending on what you need, So, yeah. So
let me be sure I get this. We talked. He says it's not about the gear. Invest in your message, man. I mean, just go ahead and drop a bomb on us. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, Chris Stone always coming with the heat.
Yes,
Chris Stone, man.
Absolutely. And then Billy is coming right behind him. Leverage your skill set to create streams of revenue, not just streams of content. Man,
come on, dude, Billy.
Hey guys, I'm not doing super chats to y'all today. Y'all are getting some good stuff, but keep it coming, okay? Man, when in doubt, write it off in your taxes. Yes, sir. You better be writing it off. It makes sense. Please do not take accounting advice from me. That's so true. But if you do have that's one of the reasons why to have a business in some sense, because some of this gear can be written off. And again, just like Matt just said, this is not accounting advice. Yes, G. Albert, I was trying to get you on Blue Sky. Are you there yet? I'm not on Blue Sky yet. I need to be. Or somebody else gets Strick City or DJ Strick. Thank you for reminding me that. Something new is one of those new things. Micah, yes, definitely be praying for your dad in the hospital.
Absolutely.
And we'll be keeping your family in our prayers. Thank you for sharing that. And I think it's important, as we are the Ecamm family, to be thoughtful of each and every one of our issues that we may be having. So thank you for saying that. I got the Pro 2, and I love it, but 90% of us could use a Duo just fine. You are so right, Joe. Don't put us in our place. You just did. I'm rocking my Rodecaster Pro, the first gen, and love it.
First gen.
And check this out. I have a young lady that is staying up really, really late to hang out with us today from over the pond. Boss It Live. Man, this young lady does a lot of stuff with live streaming. So if you guys see her, I need you, after the end of this show, go search her out. Search out her material.
Yeah, click on her profile picture right now.
Yeah,
absolutely. Hey, I've been trying to get with her. We're trying to do a collab with her. We've been chatting back and forth on LinkedIn for, I feel like it's been a year at this point, but we're going to figure it out, sis. I'm just glad to see you in the chat today. Hey, there's a comment here, Strick. I just have to, push back a little bit. My boy Joel Bennett says lights, camera, audio in that order. I will put audio first, Joel.
Audio first, definitely.
It's just Kirk's thing. There's
I'll second that.
You second that as well, Alec? Okay,
and I third that. We've all been taught that way.
Yeah, audio, everything. Your lights and camera are definitely in that order, but just put audio at the front, because man, you get good lighting and good camera, and you don't have good audio. You definitely want to do audio first, my guy. Like. Real talk. Audio comes first. That's definitely if you're putting it in order, audio is definitely your first investment. I can't say how many people I've had this conversation with. People will sign off for bad audio, y'all. So definitely, I mean, your video could be shaky, could be wavy, could be grainy, could be pixelated, doesn't matter. But if your audio is bad, swipe. So definitely want to make sure you invest in audio first. And this is a stream show, so I feel like we just had to take a moment to do that because audio comes first.
So we have so many things going on. I don't want you to miss it. In the comments there, we do have the get 40% off of all courses. And this is the Black Friday Cyber Monday deal from Alex Johnson. He has so much stuff in there, including his tutorial or his masterclass on the Rodecaster Pro and Pro 2. Am I right, Alex? You do the 2 as well? There's updates for the 2?
It's actually primarily the Rodecaster Pro 2. Yep. It would apply to the Rodecaster Pro 1 because it's got a lot about there in terms of like audio processing and how to actually set up things like noise gate, compressor, and all that sort of stuff. But it is primarily focused on the Rodecaster Pro 2. I've also got a Stream Deck Masterclass as well, Keynote Masterclass, and then there's also one on outsourcing as well. My Ecamm Masterclass is still free and will always be free. So there's that one as well. Take that whenever you want.
I mean, what can I do, Chris?
This is where we gotta sound the alarm. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you.
That wasn't it.
Thank you.
I actually love doing this just because that happens. You get all of the sound panels from my Rodecaster. You get all of them, Chris. Hey, we really appreciate the super chat, man. That's a big deal.
No, it is. It is.
It's one of those things that, from our perspective, we want to have something that everybody can appreciate, a show that people can get into. And we're supposed to be talking about, Cyber Monday deals.
Yeah,
but connecting with you guys and talking to you guys really, really has taken over the whole show, because that's what the stream show is all about, and being a part of the Ecamm family. So thank you so very much. And James Hicks is even chiming in.
Ooh,
James.
Yeah, man. Great to see you. Hey,
Oh
man.
snap! TV is in here. What's up?
Listen. It's
Hey, how you
Monday
doing?
morning for him as well, and he wants to hang out with us again. We have such an incredible family of people, so definitely thank you for when Primal Video stops here,
Absolutely.
right? That's a big
Yep.
deal.
They're closer to Alec, actually, right?
They are.
They are, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's-
Yeah.
So they're in the future. He's in the future with us, and so
Absolutely.
is Alex. Alec, that's Monday?
Indeed, yeah. Monday, 7:20 for me, a.m. And
Wow.
Justin must be about 3 or 4 hours later, I guess.
Right. I think maybe like 9 o'clock for him. Something close to that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Hey, we got one. We have one. Been waiting to stream for a while. Just getting comfortable with Ecamm and Rodecaster Pro 2. He's not comfortable yet. This is one of those things when you stream, sometimes you just have to dive on in.
Yeah.
Get your scene, set the music, set the microphone, and just go. And you'll find out that you know how to swim better than you think.
Yeah.
There's another thing here about us as well, which I think when people go live for the first time on YouTube, there's this idea that the whole world is watching because how many billions of users as YouTube watching. The reality is actually nobody's watching, and your audience will build up slowly over time. Like the first time I posted my first video on YouTube was a live stream, and it was literally just me. I mean, it was a bit odd talking for an hour just to myself, but there you go. I do that anyway. So, but yeah, your audience sort of builds up over time, and people get to find you, and so don't feel like everybody's watching if that is indeed one of the concerns. It's something that builds over time.
But the other thing I want to add in there too is that you've kind of gone 2 levels deep already, because you're saying I'm trying to get used to Ecamm and Rodecaster Pro. I would start with getting used to Ecamm.
Good point.
And just let's simplify the audio. You still want to have good audio, but you're not going to be wanting to play around with it. So set your RCP to whatever you can monitor in your ears, so you don't have to do anything with it, and then just focus on Ecamm. Get a couple of scenes together, a scene for yourself, a scene for a little bumper video, a scene for something that is just like a placeholder that kind of gives you, like taking a break, be right back, stream, whatever. Just a little something that gives you a what I like to call like a eject button, where you can hit that in case something really goes wrong, right? And then you have a scene for questions. Right, so we're now at 3 or I think 4, and then you're done. Like you have a scene by yourself, you have a scene for a bumper, you have a scene for like a placeholder graphic, and you have a scene for comments. You got 4 scenes. I would say use that, go live, and ask a friend, because Alec is absolutely correct. My first stream, absolutely nobody was there. So ask a friend, a family member, can you jump in the chat? Because I'm doing this to test it and to get familiar with it and get comfortable with it. And so boom, a friend comes in the chat, types a comment, then you get a comment into Ecamm, you see what that experience is like. It's like driving in the winter, right? You don't know what your car is going to do until you actually get in that parking lot and let it fishtail a couple of times. You're going to have to get online, go live, and get that experience under your belt, because you can't even tweak until you can get back in there and do what you need to do. So hopefully that's helpful to you, man. And what a thing I would say, lastly, I hate to take a lot of time on this, but this is a stream show and we want to make sure you get you across the line. You set a date and put it in the community. Say, hey, I'm going live for the first time on such and such a date. Or maybe don't put it in the community. Send it to like a couple of close friends. But it's the accountability part of it that's going to get you over the hurdle. It's going to allow you to get that first one done, because that first one is most difficult. This is where a lot of my coaching clients, we stop right there. Send that date to somebody else and let them know, I'm going to do this. It's not about the quality at that point. It's about actually checking the box that you did what you said you were going to do. And once you get that done, man, you can begin to tweak and grow from there. I mean, I'm rooting for you, brother. Yes. So I love to see this. I love to see people kind of spread their wings and fly. So that's my heart. I just wanted to take some time to kind of really dive in there a little bit.
And
just to add to what Kirk said there, like the idea of having somebody that's going to actually be there, and you know that there's some specific person there. I always say as well, like if you just imagine that you're speaking to somebody, that helps with making videos that are more relatable because it feels like you're talking to the person. If you've literally got somebody agreed that they're going to be there, and you can just do the stream, almost imagine it's just like a FaceTime call, effectively, just a one-way thing, and you talk to that person and know that they are there, then you're immediately going to come across as natural and relatable, because you're literally talking to somebody. That's a great bit of advice for the to know that there's somebody there. And then as your audience grows, you do have people like that. Like when we're seeing people in the chat and talking, they're people we know. It comes across with people who we perhaps don't know as well, because they're just seeing the way that we're being. So that's a great advice, Kirk, to just get somebody you know on the other side to begin with.
Absolutely. No, this is what this space is all about. I know that's what Strick's all about as well. This is why we call it the stream show. And go figure, we it's on the channel that helps us to stream, right? So exactly. We want to, somebody comes in and says, hey man, I want to stream, but I'm not comfortable yet. I take that very seriously. I'm glad that we're able to kind of all collectively speak to that. And I see the comments as well. This is why I love this community, because it really will help you get across the line. A lot of people get stuck, y'all. A lot of people get stuck. I see this up close and personal on a day-to-day basis. People who watch every video I put out on my channel, but will not comment. You heard Strick say that earlier. They comment, they do not comment, but they will come into a one-on-one session with me and tell me what they're dealing with and what they're going through and what their challenges are. And it's real. It's very real. I don't take any of it for granted. But when somebody is willing to say that in the comment section, I just felt we got to double click. We got to take a moment and really help you to get across the line there. So hopefully something that was shared is going to help you to get across the line, brother. If you set the date and let me know, I'll come to the stream. If I'll come. That's what I do for every one of my people. So let me know and I'll come to the stream.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming to this stream today.
Hey, man. I'm a talker, so it's very difficult. I try my best to shut up, but it's difficult.
No, man, we're having a good time today. That's what it's all about. But can we do something towards the topic of today?
Let's do it.
I do have something I'm going to interject really quick. I'm doing something for the first time today I have not done before. I actually have a playlist of music playing underneath us. Now, I've always said that my show, because of my cadence, I don't need music. But today I am trying it because I gave it to somebody else as an idea because I thought it would fit their show. But why not put it in mine? And I'm using, because we're going to YouTube, I just grabbed some music from YouTube that was copyright free for any channel. And it's just rotating in the background. So it's not really loud. You may be able to hear it a little bit and you may not be able to hear it at all. So just let me know. I may need to just turn it up a little bit. But it's just to give us a little ambiance. I like it. Nothing big about it, but just a little ambiance and see how it goes because of this style show. That being said, there was something on the Stream Deck. Who all has, you guys have Stream Decks, right?
Yeah, I've multiple.
Yeah, they have a habit of multiplying. You get one and then all the others come around it soon, but sure.
I believe, like, people are like, oh, so I just need to get a stream. Like, one lady literally was like, I want to get a Stream Deck. I'm like, oh, okay, what are you going to use it with? She's like, oh, you have to use it with something? I just keep on seeing you guys with Stream Decks. I just figured that the Stream Deck was the thing that was doing all the stuff. I'm like, it is, but it isn't. So, but yeah, no, Stream Deck is so phenomenal.
And there's, of course, Elgato has it on sale, but so does Best Buy, and this is the Mark II. All right, and so how about I say this? It's not really like a Cyber Monday deal. For $30 off, guys, it's $30 off.
$30 off is $30
so off. So I'm just saying, so people that may not have it, not using it, that there's a great deal that's there as well. And again, you can get it from the Elgato website, or your local Best Buy should have them in stock as well. So these comes in black and it comes in white. That's just something I want to start with today, something real easy for us to kind of talk about.
Absolutely. Yeah, I when I bought my first Stream Deck, I bought is it the 15 key? Yeah, I bought, and I was actually told, don't get the 15 key. You're going to regret it. Get the 30. And I was like, oh no, I'll just get the 15 key. Got the 15 key. And I think I I had it for a day before I bought the 30. And I didn't just buy one 30, I bought two. So if that's any indicator, because once you see the need of it, and they've revamped it since then, and you can actually do a lot more with one now, because you have the different pages and different things that you can do to jump quickly back and forth. And when you click a button, it'll go back to the other page. So there's a lot that they've changed there now, that such that I don't necessarily need, three of them lined up across my desk. But it kind of creates a whole command center vibe. And I want to be clear, it's more than just streaming, y'all. It works with pretty much every application that you probably use.
That's right.
It has some kind of functionality that you could plug into the Stream Deck. So some people use it to control lights, control their sit-stand desk. Some people use it to control Microsoft Word and PowerPoint and slides, and of course Ecamm, Zoom. There's just a lot of different functionality on there. So definitely,
I think that's the thing, that the journey that people go on with Stream Deck is they think, what is it that I want to do with it? Well, I want to be able to switch a few scenes, maybe 4 or 5 scenes in Ecamm. Maybe I want to record and pause, maybe control a few things in Zoom. You're like, it's probably like 10 or 12 things that I want to do to control my particular show. And this is the thing, like you get it and you realize, oh, it's not a streaming device. It is like the ultimate productivity tool. And just as you can control Ecamm, you can control everything else. And that's where suddenly this whole new world opens up and you realize, I probably do need a few more buttons. I hadn't quite understood what this could actually do. It is an amazing tool.
So let me go on to something I think everybody could definitely shout about. If you are an Adobe person, I am, and this Cyber Monday deal is pretty big, saving 50% on the Creative Cloud. Now, this is not for everybody, but I got sucked into the Adobe ecosystem, just like Mac and all that other kind of stuff, because I use, coming from radio, we used this program called Audition. It used to be called something else. Everybody in the industry was using that particular program. Adobe bought them. So I kind of got pushed because I still produce a radio show for my wife. So I'm still using that. That makes me a Premiere Pro guy. And I don't use Express like I should. I've done a couple of things in Express. I actually did my wife's latest single in Adobe Express. So I still kind of dabble a little bit in some of the other things, but between Adobe Audition and Premiere Pro, those are the things that I use on a weekly basis with my Creative Cloud. But if you're not in there and want to be, because of all the stuff they got going on, this 50% could be really, really cool.
No, 50% is 50%, y'all. So that's a deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you got till December 8th on that one.
Nice.
And
that's a good one.
Yeah, I think so. We have so many things that are going on. I think it was it was a doc the other day that was going through a new editing tool that he found. There's so many things out there, whether you're a Final Cut guy or like in this case, I'm a Premiere Pro guy. You just never know what's out there and what really, really could be a big deal for you. So definitely want you to be aware of that. And there is something else with Amazon. Let me find my Amazon one. Amazon is supposedly having one of those SanDisk 1 terabyte is on sale for $99.
You never have too many of those. You can never have too many of them.
So what I started to do, guys, to be honest with you, I don't buy the ones anymore. 1 terabyte is just not enough for me to save on. As far as storage space, I need something that's a little more than that. But that's just me. I don't know about you guys, but when I use for storage, I really need something that's a little bit more robust. So I'm doing the 2 or 4 at one time.
So, one of the things that I'm learning with this Rodecaster video, and of course, this is the same with the A10 Mini, which there's one behind me. You can plug in these drives and record directly.
Yes.
So, having the 2 terabyte or the 4 terabyte actually makes better sense, especially if you're recording all the different angles.
Isolated video.
Isolated video. So being able to do that and having those drives high speed, high quality, rugged, they're durable, they last. So it's been a game changer. I agree with you, Strick. I have the ones for specific scenarios, files, and different things, but what I use with these devices like the Rodecaster Video and the ATEM Mini Extreme ISO, it's just like 50 different titles for that device. But what I use that one with, it's definitely more like your 2 terabyte at least, but more like a 4 terabyte, just to be able to, just record everything.
So just so you know, that one, the 2 terabyte is $157 from $249. So it's on sale as well for as a Cyber Monday deal.
Yeah. I love it. Awesome Fun Thing says, I've been using Adobe Illustrator since 1989. Come on with the throwback. I like it.
That's what's up. It's something great to use. I'm there. So let's go to Shure because
I saw that from Chris.
Yeah, Chris mentioned it. So let's just go there. And
this since talking about mics, there's another comment there from Joel just before this as well, and it's kind of related, which is a microphone and a Stream Deck. They don't go obsolete. I mean, a microphone will last a lot longer than I would imagine than a Stream Deck, but actually the Stream Deck XL is still the same one that I've had for 3 years. So there is this sort of temptation to upgrade certain things, like, camera technology is improving and all these other things. Those things tend to get upgraded, but investing in a decent mic and a Stream Deck are going to last you a long time. I mean, a mic will last a lifetime almost. So
yeah,
it's so true. It's so true.
So let's see what they have on some of their deals here. Man, guys, there's just a couple of things that I want to talk about. This MV6 is very, very interesting to me. Very interesting to me. If you know anything about Shure and their microphones, they make quality microphones. And then to have this one that comes at a price point of starting at $127, is that right? Is that what I'm seeing? I had to blow it up for myself. But yeah, starting at $127. Guys, that's something to really be looking at. I know they have built this particular mic for gamers. They really like the streamers to go with the MV7, MV7 Plus. But the sound quality of the MV6 is what I've been hearing has been really, really good. Something that, I would say definitely be looking into. And I'm looking for the Cyber Monday deals, so that we can see exactly what is there. Did I miss it here?
Let me see if I see it.
I didn't see it on their site, maybe, but I wasn't looking on their site. I saw that they had some things on sale on Amazon.
25%. Let's go here. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, there we go. Boom.
So this is the Black Friday deal. I was there. SM58 is on sale.
Yep.
You can't tell everybody about that microphone because they won't understand. But man, what a great, legendary microphone and very doable. Like, you buy this mic, you will have it for the rest of your life.
Yes, sir.
So let's see what all they have here. So from
legendary
headphones, stage performance, more headphones. The Super 55 is there. Okay.
Yeah, they got some heat, man.
They really do. I need to get out of I'm inside of preview mode, and I always get wonder if I'm doing it the right way.
I like the Shure wrapping paper at the bottom of the screen. This is nice.
Oh, I didn't see the wrapping paper.
Did I miss that too? Did I not get it all down? Go down far enough?
Right, very nice. There it is. $5 Shure wrapping paper. Nice.
That is nice.
Might as well.
That is nice.
All right, guys, let's go back to the comments. Let's see what we got going on here, because I don't want to miss what people are saying. Alec thank you for throwing that link up. And Chris was saying the MV6. guess is one way to go. Hey, Joel went back and said, hey, I keep client document files on one with his keychain. So that's
Yep.
really, really cool. He says ultra secure. I bet if you have it with your keys, brother, it is there. And the reason why I went to Shure is because he says they're discounting the FSIN 7B. I didn't see that discount. I need to go back and find that. But if you can find it for me, Chris, let me know and I'll put it up. And Matt was definitely talking about 1989. Man, I don't know if I had a computer in 1989. I guarantee you I didn't have a computer in 1989. I know. I was still in high school. Didn't have a computer. Let me see here. I use my Stream Deck for Google Sheets, websites, and such. Listen, it has so many things. I use it with the Adobe products as well for the shortcuts that you can do. I think I'm all cut up. Okay. Yeah. So
Hey, I really just as a point of feedback, I do like the vibe with the music. It's low enough in the background. Yeah. I find myself tapping my foot a little bit, you know. It's a vibe. So yeah.
It is important. Let me say it this way. There's a balance to it all. It can be too high and it actually can be too low. You know, where it's not really affecting you, but if you get it at the right, just that right volume, people hear it and don't hear it at the same time. And it's more pleasing to the ear when you're in that I hear it and don't hear it. Yeah, it's no different than going to a department store during the holidays and the music is playing in the background. Oh, it just makes you feel good and you don't know why. Or like going past the perfume counter and you smell, what's that store? Abercrombie and Finch or something like that?
Yeah, Abercrombie and Finch, yeah.
Where you can smell the, I guess the cologne or whatever, like when you pass the store. It's in the store, but when you pass the store, you can smell it and it just makes you go in, or that favorite hotel that you go to and they have the fragrance in the hotel and the music playing. Now, I can't send my freshness of my smell through the Stream Deck or through the stream, but we can give you an ambiance of having a nice fireside chat about streaming and Cyber Monday deals, guys. So that's what the music can do.
I like it.
So just something that you can kind of use in what you're doing. I do feel like there's a certain cadence that goes along with certain shows and certain people's voices.
Right.
That music can enhance the stream if you do it the right way.
If you do it the right way. Yeah, my guy Walt Jeanette says it's like condiments. It's like, you know, mayo and ketchup and mustard. It isn't the meal, but you know, it does add a little something to it. So definitely you use it sparingly, right? You use it sparingly, but it could definitely, you know, give that sandwich some pizzazz. So, and again, not all streams need it. I remember when I did Vlogmas a couple years ago, one of the feedback that I got in the group, because you remember we were doing like the check of everybody's video every day during Vlogmas. And one of the feedback I got was like, your voice is enough. So fade the music out. Don't even bother using music in your video. So I was like, wow, that's the first time I'd ever heard that. And I've heard it like a ton of times since.
Have you?
I heard it a ton of times since. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the microphone. No, I'm just joking. But today, I've heard it a ton of times since. One person was like, I couldn't stop listening. It's just the way your voice sounds on the microphone is just, it's different. So again, you know, like you said, some people don't need it. Some people do. But it adds a different little ambiance. Maybe for different segments of your show, music can be a really great thing. So.
Well, I'm rocking it all the time. Well, for this show, I just definitely wanted to play it so people could actually get some of that and hear it. I'm also trying to pull this link, Alec, that you put up.
Yeah.
What, 50%? Was it on the site or was that coming from somewhere else?
It's $50 on the SM7B. Yeah, there's $40 off the SM7B and $50 off the SM7DB, and those are both links to the Shure site.
Perfect. I'm glad you shared that because I was missing it. There we go. Let me pull it up so everybody can see where we are. DB, all right, is $449 Am I seeing that right?
That's right.
Ooh.
$449. It's normally $499.
Yeah, so $50 off.
Mm-hmm. And the SM7B's on there. That one's what was it? Normally
$359. Normally $399.
That's the one. Yep.
So, guys, there are a bunch of sales going on out there right now, and we'll find a couple of more for you today that we could talk about and make sure that we continue to do this. I wanted to get back to the comments because somebody we missed it. I was talking and missed an opportunity to shout out Kathy Walker for hanging out with us today.
Oh, come on.
Hey, Kathy.
These are our people, man.
Yes, these are our people. So thank you for hanging out with us today. And Chris was mentioning something too as well in here. Okay, I think I got caught up with a lot of that. Yes, the vocals is everything, no music needed. Okay, I can go with that.
Yeah, different people have different preferences, but this is why I always say that your audio, you when I say you invest in audio first, it isn't just the mic. That's just a little piece of the masterclass. You gotta go lock in with Alec for the rest of it. It isn't just the mic, y'all.
Right.
You invest in all of your audio. Everything that is audio, anything that's going to play in your audience's ears, you invest in that.
What's up, Tatiana? Thank you for hanging out with us. I hope you have a great weekend as well. And yeah, the store story. I will still jam in the store. If I get the track I like, I'll be dancing. Like, Joe, come on, man. You got to calm down.
Come on,
you got to
Joel.
calm down in the store.
I like Joel is my kind of people. You got to dance in the store, y'all. Life is too short. Dance in the store, okay?
So I have a couple of different sites for music, but because I am on Ecamm Live's YouTube channel, I wanted to be sure there was no question about any kind of copyright. So I am using YouTube's music. So you go to your studio and go down to audio library, and then you can choose what genre of music that you want in there. Several different songs. I'm not saying every song that you're going to hear on there is going to be a great song. But you can find some really, really good songs in there that you can use in your YouTube. And I'll say it again, YouTube streams. So if you're multi-streaming, it may not be the best because these are not copywritten for other social media platforms, but it is for YouTube. So I hope that helps. And my man, Chris, brother, it's been a while, but thank you for hanging out with us today.
Man,
really cool,
Chris Gloss in the building.
Yes, really cool.
I just pulled us up on YouTube real quick, and I just realized that Strick is streaming in 4K. Good night.
Always.
It is so crispy.
Can I brag a little bit? You know,
come on, talk to me, sir.
In 4K. If I could do it in 8K, I would. So it was just almost a year now where I got fiber into my neighborhood. And then once that happened, I did not go back. Okay? So make sure that your video, when you come on to the stream show, is extra crispy.
Come
on. We're going to look good together.
Check that 4K box. I like it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it really does. It's really coming through clean. And I mean, like, man, I gotta shift. I'm on Google Fiber, but I just don't hit the 4K checkbox. So I'm gonna have to do
I'm
that
the
from
same
now.
cut. I'm 1080 still. You're making me reconsider as well.
So the reason why I'm doing it that way, guys, just so you'll know, is that I think more and more people are watching YouTube on television. So from your phone perspective, your iPad, and all that kind of stuff, where most people still watch, it's not going to make a difference. But for those folks that are like me, not only do I have a TV in my backdrop, I have a television to the side of me that is a monitor. While I'm working, I watch a lot of YouTube on television, like while I'm here in the studio. That being said, I wanted to be sure that as people are watching it live, but more importantly, in the replay, that it still has the ability to have a great quality video, only because I can. And we are leaders in this. Like, we really are. Because people will have the argument, who's watching it in 4K? There's somebody that's watching it in 4K, but it's also on demand television. So
Yeah.
on-demand videos that people, once they go down the rabbit hole of your videos, they may watch all of it. If you have great quality, and at one point the algorithm did pick up whether it was 4K or not, and we'll push it a little bit more because that's YouTube want people to go that direction if they can as well.
Yeah.
No big deal. You do not have to be in 4K. I'm somewhat, you know how we all do it, man. We want to do the best, right? So that's my idea behind it.
The more that I think about it, in terms of repurposing, you're gonna get, you know, a whole better experience when the original stream was done in 4K. So I'm just like, man, that's ingenious. If I'm honest, the reason why I went to check in the first place is because in Ecamm, like what I'm looking at in Ecamm on the, you know, the interview mode screen here, I'm not looking too crispy. So I was like, let me just go and take a peek. And I was like, wait, this guy's streaming in 4K. Man, that is, wow. Like, it looks like a glass almost. Anyway,
man,
so
that's awesome, man. Thank you for saying that. And you're looking at it on your phone, correct?
I am right now, yeah.
So I actually have you coming in at 720p.
Really?
So the interview guests in interview mode and will come in at 720, but Ecamm does do the upscaling, and it does a great job of upscaling. For the first year and a half on YouTube, all of my videos were done with a Canon EOS 60D, like a 10-year-old camera, and that was only given 720 out, but Ecamm was scaling it up to 1080, and nobody kind of said, "Oh, your resolution looks very poor," because the upscaling that Ecamm does was great.
Yeah.
So you know, Rose was asking about the camera setup. I am using the Sony a6400 with a Sigma 16 lens on it. So that's my camera setup with using a cam link going into my Mac Mini M1. All right, switching to 4K is a game changer for us. It really is. My goal is to do 2.5K for me. Okay, baby steps. I get it, man.
Yeah,
I get it. I get it. Audience, 40% of the audience watches on YouTube, so video quality is important. Watches on TV. Okay, I didn't know it was up to 40%.
Yeah, 40%.
You guys seeing this? Okay, I didn't know that 40% of the audience was watching on TV now.
In fact, YouTube has actually added a lot of functionality to the watching experience on TV because so much more people are watching on television. So you can look at comments, you can see live chat, you can do, you can't necessarily comment, but you can actually click a button and send the YouTube video to your phone so that you can comment if you want to. You can read through the comments, you can look at the description, you can look at links. I mean, it's a full experience on TV now. So yeah, keep that in mind, y'all.
So Tatiana makes another point about the file size being so different. 4K can be really, really big. So when I am doing client work and I have to be mindful of recording size from what I'm doing with the isolated video and all of that, it is a good idea for me to go back down to 1080. So you want to be thoughtful about all that kind of stuff, depending on what you are using. The use case. Yeah.
It's again, this is what we are talking about earlier with those drives, right? You know, being able to grab one of those 4 terabyte drives, tomorrow for Cyber Monday. This is again one of those use cases where that may actually solve the problem for you. Because listen, what I can tell you is buying the drive or getting the storage so that you can save the 4K file is an easier solution than wanting a 4K file after the fact and saying to yourself, dang it, I should have recorded that in 4K. So
that is so true.
You are right about that, sir. That makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
That makes a whole lot of sense.
I see Joel is chatting with me here a little bit. I don't know if you saw some of those comments, but yeah, I have it set to 1080p on the Rodecaster video, and I know that the output of the Rodecaster video is 1080. Same for the A10 Mini as well, right? But the upscale, as Alec has mentioned, is doing its good work, is all I can say. So because it's actually, even though it might be sending it at 1080, its interview mode has us capped at 720. Am I correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Interview mode 720p for guests, but will do 1080 for screens, and that is because they've kind of worked out where they need the power at, or how the power needs to be used. So I get it. The guys at Ecamm, they're programmers. They know what they're doing, right? Making us all look good over here.
Yes,
I
indeed.
think that is it. Let me go back and see if there's something on my list here that I just have to talk about today. Now, I have 20 plus people watching on the stream. And we've talked. And Mark, I want to say thank you for chiming in today. I think this may be the first comment I've seen from you, sir. So thank you for hanging here at the stream show. I need some more likes. So if you've seen or heard anything today that you like, hey, man, that's really, really cool, please hit the like button for me. I really would appreciate it. And we get this question all the time, too. What in-ear
I was going to
monitors?
say, I think Joel has asked this once or twice, so I wanted to make sure we catch it. But Alec actually just dropped one in the chat. The KZ ZS10 Pro in-ear monitors, those are actually really dope. I'm actually in the marketplace for some IEMs, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend the ones that I use and love, because I'm actually trying to push myself out of my comfort zone. So I'm just gonna do a taste test and see which in-ear monitors I actually like. So this is a great question, and if you have something that you love, even if you're in the chat, I'd love for you to be able to share that with myself and with Joel, who's asking this question today. So talk to us a little bit, Alec. What you like about these in-ear monitors?
I did just really good price, good quality sound for what I'm doing. I'm not doing any in-depth audio editing or mixing or anything like that, but just to be able to do what I'm wanting them for, which is to monitor the levels of my audio and listen to obviously Zoom participants as well when I'm on calls and things like that. I've had these, this is my second pair. I had one pair that I bought 3 years ago. Something happened. I forget, I lost one of them or something like that. How can you do that in a studio? I did actually take them out one time and lost one. the one time I take them out of the studio. But I went and just bought another pair exactly the same. So, they're just really great. I've been really happy with them.
Yeah.
So you can tell there's a couple of options here for that price. Of course, you can get some with multiple drives and all of that, but this is what we kind of use inside of the studio. I will tell you this, based on how far your audio interface is or whatever you're plugging into, you may need an extension, which is male on one side, female on the other, just to make the cord long enough to reach your computer. So there's a couple here, and to be honest, we know how this works. There's several different company names, but they're probably all made in the same place.
Yeah.
So there you go, and it's not gonna hurt. It doesn't look like, well, I don't know what your pockets are, but there's some Cyber Monday deals on these in-ear monitors, and it doesn't look like it's going to break the bank. So there you go. And we had a couple more questions. Help me out, guys, in the comments. I want to go to Tatiana, I think. Well, hold on. Is there a Cyber Monday on Ecamm subscription? I noticed the website has reverted back to the full price. And that is a good question. They had one for Black Friday that only lasted for a day or so. So right now, I don't think there is a Cyber Monday deal, but keep on the lookout. There is a email that goes out on Monday, and who knows what's inside. Okay, so the email that goes out with all the updates for what's coming up, check that out on Monday. Please be looking in your email and stay abreast with that. So what's the next one here? Tatiana's question: what's your process for storing and backing up video files such as Ecamm, live recordings, drafts, and Final Cut edits? Well, I don't do. You guys may have a different process than me, but I have inside of my studio and for my home, because my wife and we share files. I actually have I don't know what you would call this, but basically it's a shared drive for our home network that's
Right.
about 8 gigabytes, and I'm able to kind of store files there that I can even transfer between my two computers. So I have a streaming computer, and then I have a work computer where it's the Mac Studio, where I'm able to do all of my editing work from there. So if I need to transfer files, I actually put it into the cloud drive and then dump it into my or use it from my studio. So I'm able to do that right here from where I am between the two computers. You guys have a process that you like?
I've just dropped a link in. I use an app called Hazel, and basically that watches particular folders, and you can have it perform actions. So I've got my Ecamm Live recordings folder where everything goes into that. And sometimes I'll go in and my channel's called Take One Tech, but guess what? It's not always the first take. Sometimes I'll screw up the intro a couple of times. so sometimes I've got these like little few megabyte files, whatever. So I'll go and obviously save the one that I want. But what Hazel does is it watches that folder, and after a week, it automatically moves the files to somewhere else. It's just a great productivity app for a whole load of other reasons, though. So you can have it so that when something hits your downloads folder, for example, it's looking at the website it came from. So when I go to Epidemic Sound and download a track from Epidemic, it knows that it's come into the downloads from Epidemic, and then it automatically files it in my music folder or somewhere else on my computer. Same with things like bank statements and things like that. It will just notice where it's come from and then automatically file them. So you can have it based on like where it's come from, but also like time bound. So having things that the other one I use it for is I use my desktop as a desktop. So I throw things on it in the day, but I want it all cleared up at the end of the day. So things like screenshots, for example, they drop onto my desktop, but then at the end of the day, Hazel puts them into a screenshots folder on my computer. And then after 2 weeks, they just get deleted from that. Because if I haven't been back and looked at it in two weeks, I don't need it. Otherwise, I would have got it and filed it somewhere else. So it's a great app.
Listen, this is Alec, man. My God, it's like was part of the same brain. This wasn't a part of the. I wouldn't have said this to answer Tatiana's question, but Hazel is just such a clutch application, just for productivity and just the using of a computer, especially like I just bought the Mac Mini, right, the M4, but I didn't do anything in terms of storage or anything. I got the base model, so it's 256 gigs. So something like Hazel is going to be critical because I want to use the machine, but I need to offload stuff. Right. So, but I use Hazel to, because you can set it to watch your folder, but you can actually set it to, you can plug it into Google Drive and have it push to Google Drive as well. So
yeah, absolutely.
That's what I do with the video files after I record them. I have them offload off of my computer to Google Drive, and then after some time, it removes it off of the computer. So that way I have that space back, but I also have the file saved regardless. Now, sometimes I'm editing it, or sometimes my video editor is editing it. So being able to have that flexibility, because he has access to the folder where I know it's going to upload to. So that's clutch to be able to record the file and just get up and walk away, because I know it's going to get uploaded, and then the editors can take it from there. And then, yeah, that's a whole workflow that I absolutely love. So Ecamm for the win.
Hey man, you guys are some geniuses. That's all I can say. You guys are really smart. All right, so I'm as an artist, recording artist, I've added the Zoom Q2N and 4K video camera. Love the quality. Also using the AKG for my audio. Thanks for the tips and the program tonight. Hey man, Mr. Coleman, thank you for hanging out with us. We are trying our best. It sounds like you have a pretty cool setup as well. Keep doing what you're doing, and thank you for being a part of the family, man. Has anybody used the Shure wireless in-ear buds? So I've seen this particular unit, and would love to have the wireless earbuds, but we are constantly telling people inside of the studio as much as you can to be wired.
Yeah.
Great product, but I know that we've talked about this a lot, as much as you can to be wired in the studio, so it reduces the mishap of something not connecting or being disconnected. Right, guys?
Yeah, you could not be more correct. I know that there's some really cool wireless stuff out there. I mean, the most common is AirPods that, people come into the studio all the time, you know, if I'm doing a client project or recording a podcast, they're like, oh, I'm just going to monitor my AirPods. They will work. They will work. I always tell my client folks to have it fully charged, but the preference is to be wired. And if you can, as the host, if you're the one running Ecamm, I would highly recommend that you be wired, fam. So let me just leave that there for that. I mean, if your guests, if they're coming in, they're using, you know, some kind of a wireless headphones. I mean, as long as the latency isn't gonna bother them, I don't really see that being an issue. But I have seen where an AirPod dies mid show, and then it reverts. It just changes your microphone and it changes your speakers, and then that becomes a whole like needle in the haystack trying to figure out where did it go?
Right,
so
right.
as a producer and as somebody who has had guests on the show, it's a nightmare. I'm telling you, and I have experience. So you can imagine for those who may not be as experienced, it's a nightmare. So I would just recommend highly wired.
I was going to say as well, if you've never had AirPods die on you or get disconnected, the one time it's guaranteed to happen in your life will be when you're live. It just seems to work that way.
Oh, that's never happened before. Wow. Yeah, it'll happen when it'll happen when you're live for sure.
First time you go live.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Is there a discount on Hazel? I mean, yeah, on Hazel. I wasn't looking. Somebody was asking in the chat.
I'm not looking either. But let's have a look. It's there doesn't appear to be. It's a $42 one-off payment though. And I've got to say it's the best money I've spent for the amount of time it saved. So
yeah.
And I'm checking it out as well.
There was a question as well related to the wireless thing, though, which was, does the Rodecaster Duo allow connection of wireless in-ear monitoring? So although we recommend against it, you can just pair with Bluetooth. So you can connect a set of Bluetooth headphones, which would include the AirPods. So yeah, technically you can do it with the Rodecaster, just directly to the AirPods.
But I can also tell you that you can buy like a 50-foot 3.5 millimeter extension cable and string that all around the house so that you have your headphones wherever you need to be. Because I just, you know, wired is going to, it really, you would be surprised like how far I am away from the desk right now. And I'm still monitoring with in-ears because I have a 40-foot cable just kind of coiled up. It still works.
It's really, really cool. So let me do, I need to do at least one or two more. And then guys, because of time tonight, I am going to do a really quick, what you gonna call it? That's not the 50. Right one.
Shaka's like, dang, 50 foot. Hey man, there's if I show you where the control desk is and where we have talent sitting, you'll see why I have a 50. Like it's just, you just want to make sure you can do that run without having any interference. So
it was a mistake to get to Rode. But however, while I was here, I was just looking because, you know, we love Rode mics as well. You know, you just never know. But I don't see.
You know, they have got a Black Friday deal. I'll drop it in. It's a little bit of a convoluted one, in my opinion. I love Rode, but so basically, if you buy anything from a Rode authorized retailer, I'll drop it in, you get a 20% off your next purchase from the official Rode brand store, and you can take that anytime between January the 15th. So it's their branding of it is treat your future self. So you buy something from a authorized dealer. Exactly. Yeah. It's a bit convoluted, that is.
Come on, Rode. Come on, Rode. What are we doing? I mean, hey, listen, I guess you can do that, right? I mean,
you can do whatever you want, can't you? But I was a bit like, that sound came into my head.
They're trying. They're definitely trying. Cyber Monday from B&H.
Yeah, B&H has some Cyber Monday.
Hold on. Let me say this, because I have it listed as B&H, but this is still Amazon. Amazon is getting us, man. Like, they're getting in my way, but they do have a couple of deals that are going on that people can get into. All these different kind of microphones that's there.
I sent you a link as well, Strick. I don't know if you saw that. It's just... and again, if we don't have time, it's all good. It's not that big a deal.
No, we do have time.
I just texted to you.
Give me
But
1 second here. I'm gonna pull it up because I want to be sure that we get to all of this today. And Tatiana has a question, guys. Can y'all do any of you use
Setapp?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Setup's great. So that's a subscription, and they've got a Black Friday deal on that actually. But it's a subscription where you get over 200 like really high quality utility style apps for the Mac. And I kind of stopped looking in the regular app store because it was great when it first came along, but then it seems like it's bloated with too many things and you never really know if something's going to be great or not. There's a bit more work involved. The thing about Setup is it's a really great curated list of just high quality apps, lots of them that I've used for years before Setup came along. So a couple of notable ones. I use iStat menus that allows you to monitor your CPU, disk usage and stuff like that. But not so much of an issue for me now, but certainly when I was on the first gen Mac Mini and I was pushing my processor, it was good to be able to see how much was being used during the stream. So iStat menus is one of them. Another great one is called Trip Mode. And this was originally created to allow you to set, like if you're on a roaming data or something like that, you don't want suddenly it trying to sync your iCloud or Dropbox or something like that. So Trip Mode allows you to toggle it on and then just say only allow these apps to talk to the internet, basically. Well, that's got a really great side use for us, which is that when you're streaming, you also don't necessarily want your Dropbox starting to sync. So you can set a particular streaming profile in that, which then allows you to just basically turn that on when you go live. You can assign a Stream Deck button to it as well, and then it's going to stop all of those things trying to call home in the middle of a live stream and taking up your bandwidth. There's another one called One Switch, which is great because that's just a series of like sort of toggle buttons in the menu bar. And so I have one of those too. For example, I said I use my desktop as a desktop. So I want to hide desktop icons when I'm like sharing a screen. Sometimes I want them shown, sometimes I don't. So I want to just be able to toggle that on and off. And you can easily assign keyboard shortcuts to all of these things. So then you can assign that to a Stream Deck button. Another one that I use in One Switch is screen resolution. So I've got a 4K 43-inch monitor.
Brody, do you have a video on this? This is phenomenal. Like some of them I'm familiar with, but there's a couple that you've mentioned now. I'm like, I could use that. I could use that. I could use that too. Like
I've actually got a YouTube playlist which is Setup apps. In fact, so there is one there. I'll try and dig that out. But yeah, one switch is great. The other one that there is in Setup is, let me see what it's called. Well, there's Bartender as well, so that helps to sort of clean up the menu bar. Let's see, Clean Shot as well, which is a better screenshot tool that allows you to quickly create screenshots and share them. There's tons of them on there. Let me see if I can find my
Setup is clutch. It's clutch. So I'm glad to. I think that we could definitely nerd out on this all day. We don't have to keep this up very long, but I wanted to just while you're looking up some of those things, Alec. I see Strick has the page up. I posted a quick little video of the cart. I'm actually using this cart right now. Right, this is what's in front of me right now. But what I love about what Amazon has done with these idea lists, it allows you to kind of share. This is the idea around what I've built, and then here are the items that I use to build it. And so that's what this whole list is. And several of the items are on sale. The most notable of which is the desk itself. It's a FlexiSpot desk. FlexiSpot is actually a name in that industry that really is known for good desks, good sit-stand desks. But it's on sale half off for $99. It usually sells for $199. I have paid $199 for this desk, and I thought it was a deal at $199. So, but it is on sale right now for $99. And I thought again, you buy that and you buy the wheels, and then now you have this cart. And so I have everything affixed to the desk, and so now I can roll this thing in and record in any room in the office or any scenario that I find myself in. I can't usually go live from where I'm sitting right now. This is in the control room. There's usually no cameras in here. Cameras are usually in the studio, right? But now with the cart, I can roll this in here, turn one of the monitors around so I can see what Strick is doing. And then I've got the camera here, ZVE10 on the desk. But yeah, these are the kinds of things I'm trying to figure out ways that I can begin to record and capture content, good quality, crisp content, without having to take an hour to do the setup. And this mobile cart actually allows me to do that. I can roll it in. Sometimes I plug it in. Other times I have it plugged into the Jackery. And again, that's all in the Idealist. And the Jackery is powering both of the lights on the desk. It's powering the laptop. It's powering the Rodecaster Pro, the Rodecaster Video. It's powering the monitors. It's powering the ZVE10. And so, yeah, it makes life simple if you have a need for that kind of scenario. Now, I know that's not everybody, but I'm seeing even more and more that I may want to do this in other scenarios as well. Maybe build something slightly smaller, figure out ways to use this in the house where I can, slide into this room or that room, just sit down and record. It's just way more simple and easy than just setting up the camera and recording to the capture card. When I have Ecamm, I have this whole workflow that just works for me. So being able to do it this way, it's been a game changer.
Kirk, man, I definitely appreciate you sharing this with me, because I want to be honest with you. I was stuck with this new studio that I have, and
dope.
Trying to record in different rooms in the studio. I was going to get a cart. I'm just, Harbor Freight has got its discounts, and I'm looking for like a tool cart that I can kind of manipulate into the desk could work a little better.
Yeah, I literally dropped a video last Sunday on my channel going around the desk. So if you want, it's a great partner to this Idealist on Amazon, because then you can actually see everything in action and kind of get a feel, because I actually use the desk to record that video. So I normally record at home, but I use the desk to record it this time. And again, you guys are actually getting a chance to see this is me in a room that generally doesn't get recorded in. I can now not only record here, I can go live here. And it's because the desk has everything on it. Nice. Literally, it has everything on it. So it makes it simple.
I like that. I miss this as an idea, but I definitely need it. And then them having the wheels you can get with it, because that's important to be able to go from room to room. I may need bigger wheels based on some of the rooms have a little lip going to the next one, but I like that.
Yeah. I mean, you can modify it in whatever way. But this is again, I feel like I'm just scratching the surface of what all I can do with this. Now that I have it, I'm actually like, okay, I wonder if I could use this. Had a quick interview I needed to do with with our PR director. Rolled it into her office. Her office is actually dope. Right. So it's, in terms of set design,
you're sitting behind the desk, pointing the camera at that person. So you're behind the controls and all of that.
Yes, sir. But I have one of the monitors can turn around, so that kind of serves as a confidence monitor, so they can see themselves. And in fact, in this particular instance, this lady, she did 2 interviews. So she had somebody connect into interview mode in Ecamm, and then she could see them here on the screen, like I can see you guys, while she's looking at the camera. So
that's perfect.
It makes awesome. I mean, and then of course, like I said, being able to connect in, walk into a room, plug in one cord, because everything is plugged into the desk, and just one cord to plug into the wall if you do that route, or you can plug it into the portable power station. I may swap that out with something else. I can't remember the name of the brand now. They just sent me some stuff that I'm going to do some content for them. I can't remember that. Was it, what are these power stations? I don't know. EcoFlow. There it is. EcoFlow is a great brand for, power on the go. So that's the only other thing I want to add to the desk. And they saw that I was doing this, and they were like, hey, we'd love for you to test out ours. I was like, sure, why not? So that's coming in soon. I'm going to test that out and see how many hours I can get, because I can get 2 hours with this Jackery. And pretty much, I don't really need anything more than that. But imagine if I need to do a live stream that's going to go like 5, 6, I need to be able to have that type of thing there as well. So yeah, man,
that's perfect. Thank you for sharing that. I promise you, man, you saved me a lot of time with that one.
It does, man. This is one of the things I noticed. I said to one lady, I was like, you want to set up a podcast, you don't even want to do video. you could book a session with me. It's going to cost you $250. We're going to go through. I'm going to recommend some stuff, or you can go to this idea list right here. It's generic, and I have everything already curated. It's there. This is the stuff that I would recommend anyway. She went to the idea list, bought everything there, and then booked a different session with me to have me come set it up. So rather than a consult, she actually booked a studio setup session. So it helps to kind of cut down. That's why I like this whole idea list scenario on Amazon, because it really helps to cut down on sending people to all these different places, or having to have this whole link list that you send through to people through email. But having it all like this, I can even describe what the quantity of each one is, makes it simple.
Man, that's perfect. That's perfect. Thank you for sharing again. That's awesome, man. We've given out so much information today, guys. I don't know what else I need to talk about, but I'm going to go down this list and just kind of share some of the things really quick, so that we will give people, at least in a replay, an opportunity to look up some stuff. There is a discount on the Logitech MX Master 3S mouse. And you want to check all of this, okay? Check all of these things. Check behind me just to be sure. Newer 2-pack LED light. Amazon is supposed to be $80, so a discount on that. The Manfrotto compact tripod is supposed to be on sale from $89 to $69. And we talked about the SanDisk. I think there is a Black Friday deal also on Final Cut Pro. So definitely check that out. Let me see. There are... DaVinci is supposed to have a 30% off on their paid plan. So I think it's regular like $295 with 30% off. That's a deal. There's 30% off of Camtasia Studio. So definitely something else. 50% off annual plans for Hootsuite. Let me say that right. Canva Pro, 30% off annual deal. And I think that is my list. That is my list of everything that I have for you guys that I want to talk about Cyber Monday deals. There's a lot. We talked a lot. We were definitely in the community a lot today. And I don't think I missed anything. If I did, guys, please let me know. I want to be sure that I get everybody's thing that's there. So I just got off Twitch. Sorry, I was moonlighting. Hey, Doc, man, you can moonlight, brother. We'll appreciate you coming through and being a part of the show. It's always cool to have Doc hanging out with us. And what did Tatiana say? Some of y'all need to stop buying gear and just buy training. Up your skills first. Oh my God, we've talked about this, guys. We've talked about this. But, you know, there's some super deals out there. And we have talked about some productivity deals.
Hey,
and,
I
shared some things with people today as well about being productive.
Listen, I just saw that Albert was asking for the list. I sent it to you, but I don't have the ability to put a link in the chat. So maybe if we could throw that in the chat for people to grab that list.
Of course we can, Kirk.
KirkArnugent.live/cart. That's really all it is. KirkArnugent.live/cart. So if you want to pull that up, some good stuff there as well. Skills acquisition syndrome.
That's genius.
That is genius. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, I hope that's helpful for some folks out there. Definitely has been. I'm still learning it, so you know, I hope I might even come up with some more use cases for it. But
hey, I realized tomorrow morning that Alex is coming for us. Yeah, he's coming for us in the future. Definitely, it is Monday morning for him, and all
Monday morning and ready to go.
Him to do is to tell us what some of these lottery numbers are, and we'll all be living differently. Well, hello, definitely. We got people that just coming in, or unless I missed this a while ago. But yeah, man, thank you guys.
I love the title of her channel, so definitely going to be looking you up.
Nice.
This has been really cool. Alec, I want to be sure that we talk about, and if you'll put in the chat where people can get your discount as well, because I know you have some training that people can get a discount on, whether it's Black Friday, Cyber Monday. There's a discount for some of your master classes that you have available.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just dropped the link in the chat. So that's the Ecamm Live. Ecamm Live Masterclass is free forever. But there's the Rodecaster Stream Deck keynote, and also a recent addition was the outsourcing masterclass. So if you want to scale your business easily, then that's a great way to start to do that. And you don't have to go all in with outsourcing. It can be something you take just a little bit at a time, and the course tells you all about how to do that. You can also get 40% off all of my icon packs as well. So if you go to takeonetech.io/store, and then it's the same discount code for that. It's cyber24 is going to give you 40% off all courses and icon packs.
I didn't get the link. There's the link. That's what I need. Let me go so I can make it as big so everybody can see it here. The link is in the comments to get your 40% off all of the Stream Deck icon packs. And that's really, really cool. And I mean, Kirk also has some things that he's doing. So I dropped the link in for.
That's right. For the cart
in the link, which is going to help me out, Kirk. I'm really excited about that. And then he also has scenes that he's done. So you can also go to Kirk.
Kirk.live.
There you go.
And just to I don't have any Black Friday deals, but I just wanted to throw that out there. These are free scenes. They're for vertical streaming. I've been doing a lot more vertical streaming lately, and people have been asking me, can you show us how you design these scenes? Well, on that page, if you go to that page, it not only has the YouTube video where I show you how to design those scenes step by step, but it also has the scenes themselves. You can download the scenes for Ecamm and for one other platform. So definitely check that out if you get a chance, and make use of them. Vertical streaming is a big thing, so you want to make sure you are taking advantage of that. I'm trying to make sure that at least one of my streams per week is vertical now, so I can get on the shorts feed on YouTube and really kind of mix it up, organically get in front of some new people. That's been a game changer for me. So I'm encouraging people to do that. Trying to get that friction out of the way. So download some free scenes. I have other scenes that are not free. But I just figured this would be a good time to share these free scenes.
Well, there you go, brother. Thank you for doing that. Anybody know anything about the DJI Mic Mini? I know this is the new one, right? I'm not sure whether they have discounted that or not.
Yeah, I just read Alex's response to Doc. Some secrets we never share, right. But no, I have not seen a discount on the DJI Mic Mini. In fact, I just saw that they dropped it. So I would be surprised if they do a discount on it so soon. But
so 169 DJI Mic Mini. Hold on, be sure I got all of this. Move out of the way. I got no thanks. So 2 transmitter, 1 receiver, and a charging case, 169 for the DJI Mic Mini. And I can throw this in a scene really quick so everybody can see it. This is the DJI store. I just pulled any scene. Let me go back to this one. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
So that's what's available out there, guys. So if you're someone that's looking for that one, it is really cool. I mean, DJI has really been, making some waves with this particular mic. It is small. Everybody has one, though. Everybody has one. And
take care, Tatiana.
Yeah, I see you. Yeah, we would go for a long time, guys. Tonight, at some point, if you only need one, it's $89. That's from Doc.
Yep. I wouldn't get the one though.
I was gonna say me too.
Don't get the one. Get both. Just trust me on this one.
And we talked about, and he said yes, get it. Are you planning to go live on Blue Skies? G. Albert wants me on Blue Skies, man. I guess I have to go to Blue Skies to hang out with G. Albert. Let me say this: if you don't have different scene.
There we go.
All right. I love it when Doc's around. Listen, if
yes,
you don't
please.
the Doc Pops, regardless of any deal, you gotta go get them because your stuff is not gonna look as good as this if you don't have the Doc Pops. Okay, I'm telling you. and I just like the way they look. In person, to me, it looks great on camera, but in person, man, it looks even better. It looks even better. It just kind of dresses up your microphone, and everybody don't have a nice, cool looking, microphone like this. So you would definitely stand out on your stream, and of course, we all want to stand out. So definitely go out and get you some of these Doc Pops and look good on your stream. Choose a color that works for you. So that's why this is blue here. One of my other stream is red. So if I do the stream show, I can come in with my blue, just like that.
Let me say this, just in response to Doc's last comment, right? No deals, I'm poor on this endeavor. So first of all, I commend him for pushing this across the line. That's number one. Number two,
absolutely.
Even if there was a discount, I would not take it. I think there should be some things in life that you're just like, nah, I'm gonna pay full price on this one. And this is one of those things. I'm gonna buy a box of them just because I want to support Doc, and then just kind of hand them out wherever I go. But I really hope that the community can kind of get behind that thing, man. Put that link back up if you can. Doc has these Doc Pops. This is a whole endeavor. This has been a major dream come true for him. And I just feel like if we can, if it's part of your budget, I'm not saying break the bank, but if it's part of your budget, and if you need one, to shore up your stream, to add some pizzazz, then definitely consider grabbing that thing, putting that thing, put it through its paces, click the order button, add to cart if you can. So I just want to say that. I want to say a word of appreciation to Doc as well. I just wish I could have gotten it from him in person when we were at Creator Camp. But anyway, I'm waiting for mine to come through the mail and arrive at my house. So we'll see.
I'm with you. I got him like I think a week or so after Creator Camp, and I just think it's cool, man. I really do. That being said, Alex has got to finish his coffee, man. We can't keep him up all morning. Can't keep him up all morning, but it's been an awesome show. Alex has been with me for now 2 weeks. He did Black Friday, and then now we're doing Cyber Monday, and of course, catching some time with you guys. I will say this. I'm off 2 Sundays. All right. So I think it's the 8th and the 16th. No, what is today?
Today is the 1st. Oh, sorry. Yeah,
so
today's the 1st.
I have a show on the 8th, and then the 16th and the 22nd, I will be off. And then we'll have a show on the 29th.
Yes.
So that is the 5th Sunday in December. I want to end the year off with an opportunity to hang out with you guys. So that's going to be a real cool show where we really can talk about a whole bunch of stuff. And it's not just talking about one thing, but I will give you some tips on, how to get started for 2025 on that show. So, Alec, do you have anything else you want to add about being a part of the show, or something that you have coming up that you want to share?
All good. I'm just really delighted to have been here again this week, and great to have had the opportunity to catch you as well, Kirk. Because we didn't get to spend more time at Creator Camp, so it's a pleasure sharing the screen with you.
Absolutely. No, we got a collab, man. I'm going to be hitting you up really soon. I want you to come into my community and share with them some of the things I know you just do very well. So would love to have you come through and chat it up with the Workers Warehouse fam. But it's been dope. I love the stream show. It's one of my favorite shows on the internet. I think DJ Strick does such a great job of just curating a huge panel of experts, just bringing them through and talking about streaming, talking about content creation. This is a time of year. Make sure you guys lock in on that show that's going to be on the 29th. I'm going to be on that show as well. This is the time of year where you can really move the needle in terms of being successful for 2025, in terms of being successful for the new year. So there's some strategies, some things that I'm going to be coming to share. I know Strick's going to be sharing some as well. And we're going to be doing some assessment as well. We're going to be asking you some hard questions. So make sure you lock in on that 29th show so that you go into the new year ahead of the game a little bit, so excited for that as well, man. And Alec, and if there's anything I can do, you let me know. I'd love to serve in any way or any capacity, whatever is possible. But man, I just commend you for what you're doing. You're putting some really good content out there. You're serving your community very well.
Oh, thank you.
And you're moving the needle in a lot of different ways. So excited for what you guys got going on.
Cheers, man. Hey. Well, we'll talk.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I have to say this, like all of us have really, I'm going to end with this. All of us we are or have been brought together because of the community that Doc Rock has. Guys, if y'all don't know who Doc Rock is, he's in the comments today. Follow him. He's doing even more stuff. He's changing up some of the things that he's doing just to help us and be a leader as he is streaming, as he is building videos, as he's talking, and even his show with Mary Lou and his show with Katie. Like all the things he's doing, watch him, connect with him, subscribe to his channel, and just support him because we are all connected. Like everybody you see on the screen here is connected because of our guy, Doc Rock. So shouts out to you, sir, and wishing you well for the holidays. 29th, get ready to take some notes. Me and Kirk, we're going to go at it to help you out, and definitely appreciate everybody that's watching today. Please hit the like button and make me feel better that you did. All right, guys, I'll see you on the 29th, so Merry Christmas to each and every one of you.
Absolutely.
Hey, this is DJ Strick, and I would like to thank you for watching another edition of The Stream Show.